Hello, my name is Cherry. Welcome back to my podcast. And today I'm going to be talking just random shit. And the first thing that I want to talk about is how my mouse decided to not work the other day. And I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And then, yeah, I have no idea. So I came back from going out to meet my friend who was buying me a Monster. Gotta love it. If you're in my Discord, you will see that he put in the selfie channel going, when you're a mod who owes the owner a Monster. So yeah, you would have seen that. And two other of my friends came and said hello, and we were talking about shit. And then afterwards, after we talked, and after when we went back, when I came back here, I tried to turn my PC on, and I was moving my mouse, and I was like, where I can't see my mouse because I have two monitors. So I'm just there looking for it, like, the fuck have I lost this bitch? Like, the what the fuck? And no, it turns out my mouse just didn't want to work. I unplugged it, I plugged it back in, I plugged it into a different thing. I even turned my PC on and off and on again, and it didn't work. So then I was sad because I couldn't stream. Because this was on a stream day. This was Friday, and I stream on Fridays normally. Because my stream schedule now, it's Thursday, Friday, Sunday, so bear in mind of that and go watch some streams if you want. But yeah, couldn't find it, thought it was broken. Next day, I turned my PC on, and yeah, it magically started working again, and I'm like, the fuck? The fuck? Can't believe it starts working again. I can't believe it. It starts working randomly, and I'm like, what the hell? What the absolute hell? So I missed one stream day because it started being a bitch, but it thankfully started working again, and I was broke, so I couldn't buy a new one anyway. I wouldn't have been able to buy a new one for like quite a while, but it works now, so it's fine. But yeah, that's my little sad story of why I didn't stream the other day. Also, this week, there's been quite a few things that's been happening, and I'm going to talk about it. So, obviously, I had my first lectures, which was definitely fun. I did enjoy them. I have not done any recordings of a lecture or any day in the lives and shit because I just wanted to go to lectures and get all the information and make sure I had everything down without having to focus on any mini vlogs or anything like that. I'm going to start doing mini vlogs, but first week I just wanted to meet the teachers, say hello, see what was happening, write down assignments, etc. So yeah, I did that. And okay, so I went this year I have 3 classes on the first trimester, which is until after Christmas. Then I have 3 other classes after that. So these 3 classes that I have now is Diversity of Life, Introduction to Marine Biology, and Adaptation to the Marine Environment. And the 2 lectures that do Intro to Marine Biology and Adaptation to the Marine Environment, both great, love them both. They were explaining the entire assignments we're gonna have. Didn't say when they're due, some of them, because it changes normally in the first 2 weeks, especially if people drop out, because normally people drop out after the first 2 or 3 weeks. So yeah, but we found out all the stuff we needed to find out for them 2 lectures, classes, and then went to Diversity of Life. Only had it once this week, and the guy did not say shit about assignments and was just, oh, by the way, you have 1 quiz that opens today, and it's there's no time limit to it. And I'm like, okay, what about the rest of it? Like, what other assignments do I need to do for this module? And he never even said out, and I don't think anyone's questions were really answered, because most of the time when you go to your first lecture, people are like, ah, yes, I want to know when the assignments are, I want to know what we're going to learn, I want to know, how many seminars and if there's any field trips and shit like that, is there any lab work? That's what a lot of people want to know when they go to their first lecture of that module. And normally it's just an introduction. Normally it's the lecturer introducing themselves, introducing the module, etc. Someone's shouting outside. interesting. But, yeah. And I'm just here like, he's gone straight into the module without actually explaining what the module is about or assignments or anything, or introducing himself really. He introduced himself like his name, but that's it. And I'm just there like, the fuck is happening? Like, I'm sorry, but I want to know what is happening because, yeah. I want to know what assignments I have, mate. That's what a lot of people want. So now I'm here wondering what assignments I have. And before you say anything, I have looked at Canvas. That's the site that we use for all of our assignments and submitting and stuff. I've looked on there. No assignments have been put on except from the one quiz, which I did do yesterday. So I'm on top of that. But I want to know. Okay? I want to know. I want to know what assignments we have, mate. Please, I want to know. I wish to know. But yeah, no. I don't think I'm going to find out. Some of my friends that didn't go to the lecture, they have rewatched the lecture, and my friend said I had like so many questions and none of them were answered in the actual recording, and I was like, yeah, next time we have diversity of life, I would definitely recommend them coming in to ask the questions to his face, because, yeah, I don't think he's ever going to answer the questions unless you ask him, because he just gets straight on with the work, which in some ways that's good, but I want to know shit. I want to know the shit about this module, please. It was so random. We just got straight into it, and I had no idea what was going on. I was like, the fuck is this? Can you explain what this is? Can you explain the module, what it actually is about? But no, he didn't. So that's like the only thing that I'm a bit nit about this week. But the other two modules, amazing. Love them both. Learn about space, learn about species, like, is there any life in the universe other than Earth? What planets could sustain Earth? The Drake equation, all that shit. Oh my god, it was amazing. Especially because I strongly believe that there is life on other planets, because we can't be the only planet to have life on. If you think about it logically, we have a planet that has a lot of life on it, and there's billions of millions and millions of billions of planets out there. Only one being in the entire universe only one planet in the entire universe having life is very unlikely, at least to me. So I believe that there is at least some other planets that have life on it, even if they're not like advanced as us, as in like brain, even though I think that a lot of humans are quite stupid, but just my opinion. Like, even if they found like microorganisms, that still counts as life. If they found anything, it counts, even if they're not advanced, or even if they're more advanced than us. That would be awesome. Like, we also learned in the 1970s, they actually heard a continuing like sound signal from outer space. We didn't answer it, which is honestly quite smart of humans, because I strongly believe that someone will probably want to answer it. But yeah, it was a repeating signal from outer space, and they didn't know what it was coming from. They had no idea what it was coming from. So I strongly believe that maybe something was out there. Maybe something was out there and it was trying to communicate with us. But yeah. And also, yes, this podcast has turned into like full on alien type shit. I don't know why, but it is now. So listen to me rant. Also, years ago, like a long time ago, when humans were, the savages, the hunting, and all that stuff, like cavemen and shit, or like when there were tribes and stuff like that. All across the world, there were cave paintings of a similar type of species, a humanoid with a big head, like what we see as aliens now, what we think aliens look like, and have them for a while. A small green humanoid creature with a giant head with the huge black eyes. Okay, when you think of alien, you think of that first, don't you? There has been multiple drawings in caves, caveman drawings of that. a humanoid creature with a big head. However, you might just think, okay, they might just be believing in that, in like a god or something. It has been in multiple caves in what they believe is multiple different tribes on the other side of the earth. So you might find one drawing over in Asia, the next drawing in America, some drawings in Europe. It's like, even when the entire like planet, like when all the land was all in one, it still wouldn't make sense because that would be a long way to go. Yes, they probably could walk from point A to B in the caves. However, it would still be too long. So it kind of makes sense that if one tribe that believes in a completely different god or religion, or not even a religion at all, draws that on a cave, and then another one does the exact same thing, but they're completely different, how and why would they get like somewhat perfect drawings to each other if they've never met each other? They don't even know that each other existed. Like, I strongly believe that something had to have influenced what they saw, therefore what they drew. Because a lot of the time, the cave drawings are about what they have seen because they draw what they see. It's just how it is. It's how they communicate it and stuff, or like did their history, depending on the tribe, etc. But that is incredibly exciting and incredibly unusual. And of course, there's lots of people that think pyramids were built by aliens, Machu Picchu, Stonehenge, and I'm just like, okay, I can see why people would think that, of course. However, I also strongly believe that people probably would have been able to do that. Like, build some of them. Like the pyramids. There could have been, like, obviously not like machines as advanced as us, obviously. But with the right physics and stuff and the right amount of people, you can actually lift giant stones up. So I think the pyramids, like, could have been built by humans. Could have been built by aliens. Especially with the time frame. If they were built by aliens, and advanced aliens, I should say, you'd think it'd be built in like 2 seconds. However, there's proof of it being built God knows how long, for God knows how long. Ages. So I think humans might have actually built that. Machu Picchu is a different story, because I do think that humans could have built it. Like, humans could have built it. However, getting the stuff up the giant like mountains and shit to get to Machu Picchu and where it is, there isn't just like a perfect road like there is now. There's a perfect like trail type stuff. There's roads and trails and stuff to get up there. They wouldn't have had that. They would have had like a small trail that would have slowly eroded over time with them moving and moving the rocks and stuff. So moving the rocks, the gigantic rocks that they have, how do they move them about? Unless they found them all on Machu Picchu, or even carved it out. Which you would think, no, that won't happen. But then you have to look at the Egyptians. The stuff that they did is by carving. So that some of it actually does make sense. If it's a carvable rock, like they did with a lot of stuff, like the tombs, the wall art, the Sphinx, like any Anubis statue, any statue of like the pharaoh, it's like they're all carved. So it kind of does make sense that they could have carved shit, but it depends on the rock, obviously. Because in Egypt, it's mainly sand and sandstone and stuff like that, and sandstone's quite easy to carve. So it's very interesting to learn about and very interesting to think about. I'm not sure if like other people will agree with me, but I strongly believe that it's a great, like, it's incredible. There's so much stuff that you can think about and you can't explain. Like, you could put different things in your head. Like, you could come up with different theories, but you don't know which one's true. Like, there's no stone cold evidence of something being true. Like, you don't know. So it's very, very random, and it's very, very fun to learn about. Okay. Also, enough of that. Today's Sunday, and the amount of like dogs and dog walkers I have seen parked in the car park, because in front of my window there's a car park. I'm not going to say anything other than that because I don't want to expose where I am, but there's a car park, and there's so many cars in there with dog walkers, because for some reason a lot of dog walkers like to drive their car to the university and just walk their dog all around and then go back in their car and go back home, and it's a bit confusing. Why don't you just go out to your house, walk, and then come back? Just walk around the streets, go to the nearest field, etc. I know that some of them are actually, like, training. Yeah, I think a few of them are actually training, because there's a few of them that looks like puppies. So I think they're actively, like, training them, like, to sit, to come round, you know, the training that you're supposed to do with dogs. And because it's a large car park with not a lot of cars in, it's, I suppose, a good place to do training, but yeah, like right now there's a dog out there and it's jumping up, and the person is like trying to get the dog to go to the side and obviously sit and then give treats, so training. Such a cute little doggo though. Oh. And then earlier there was an adorable dog as well. Someone's just messaged me. Sorry, don't mind me. I read the message and it made me go, "Gah!" Whenever I get like a negative message of something, not about me, just a negative message overall, like someone saying to them something bad, it's like, "Gah! Let me at him. Joking. Don't delete this YouTube, please, even though that was not even that bad. That is such an adorable dog. Also, if you can hear stuff, I've got my window open, which you can kind of see at the top right here. Window's open. But yeah. Also, let's think. What else have I done this week? I streamed on Thursday. Obviously, I couldn't stream on Friday because my fucking mouse. Stupid motherfucking mouse, honestly. I went to every lecture. Very proud of myself for that. Learned about stuff. I met some of my friends. Oh, so nice to see my friends. I absolutely love seeing my friends. And I've made 2 new friends. And oh my god, more people with more dogs. Oh. Anyway, my friend said that he thought he owed me a monster because I was like, oh my god, I'm so exhausted and I want a fucking monster. So he was like, I think I owe you a monster. And I'm like, do you? So yeah, we went to thingy. This is before I came back to the mouse thing. I've talked about at the start of this, I'm pretty sure. I went to the thingy and he bought me a monster and then put the photo on my Discord server saying when the mod owes the owner a monster, because he's a mod of my server. We love him. So that was funny, and I absolutely loved that because I got a free fucking monster because I was fucking broke. Ooh, and yesterday, my parents came over and we went for a meal, so I got free food. Then we went grocery shopping and I got free food. I'm so happy. I am so incredibly happy about getting free food. You do not know how much you want free food until you can't afford to go and get food. It's great. And right now, a lot of the time, I'm eating noodles, I'm eating pesto pasta. So whenever I get a chance to go and eat like a gigantic fucking pizza or a burger and chips at a restaurant, I'm like, yes, give me that shit. Well, mostly pubs. Hello, Crow. How are you doing? What the fuck? Yeah, there's been a few crows outside today, and I'm just there like, I like crows. Crows are like the birds of death or something, isn't it? I do like crows though. Crows are really fun and interesting. I love ravens more. Obviously, they're in the same family, but ravens are like the biggest. Oh my god, I want to go to London and go to the... Oh my god, I completely forgot what it's called. Buckingham Palace, there we go. Because they have ravens there. They have like a special area which the Queen, rest in peace the Queen, before she died, I think it was the Queen that did it, set up a raven thing, and there's like 10 ravens there now or something like that. And I'm just like, I love ravens so much. Ravens are so beautiful. They're also really fucking smart. Let's see. Oh, also, this is the most important bit. So all the rest of this, we don't care about it anymore, okay, guys? So, for one of my things, for one of my modules, I can do an optional diving, like scuba diving course where I learn adventure diver and open water diver, and I am so excited because I'm doing it. It is expensive, but I'm doing it. I've saved up for years, okay? I'm not saying that I'm like, oh my god, look at me, I'm so rich, my family's rich. We're not. I've just saved up for years, and I mean years. I'm 19 and I've been saving up. Just at the start, I didn't have out to spend it on, so I just put it in my savings account because my parents were like, this will be good for future, and I was like, okay. So I started saving up when I was like 8, so it's been 11 years, and I've saved up quite a bit. Obviously, I used some of my saved up money for my PC, but the rest of it, I was like, I'm gonna keep this either for a car or scuba diving things if I get the opportunity to go and do scuba diving. And this is probably much cheaper to do with the university than it is to go and do it myself in a other company outside of the university. So I'm doing it in the university, and I'm extremely excited. We get given all the gear that we need. If we do want to buy the gear, we can. I probably won't because that'll be more when I can just use their gear. But yeah, that's like 700 quid, which I know it's expensive. However, I've done research before and it's like 1,000 plus if you go and do it out of the university. So they've got it on the cheapest possible thing, like the cheapest possible opportunity. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. Obviously, they still need to make a profit, and they still need it all for renting out shit and getting the stuff, etc. So I completely understand. Also, transportation, I completely understand. But yeah, it's much cheaper, so I'm doing it there. And I'm so excited. I am so excited to do that. I learned a lot about it. I literally signed up and did the medical form like right there. We went to the if you wanted to ask questions, and I didn't have any questions, but me and my friends went, and I was like, I'm doing this shit. I was like, sign me up right now. So I signed up, and I did the medical form, and then I was like, okay, cool. I've signed up now. Now I just need to pay. It's in installments, so officially I don't have to pay like the full 700 right now, even though I could. But yeah, it's in installments if I want to do it in installments, so I could pay it all right now, and I'm really excited. Really excited. All my saved up. I know I say that I'm broke, but I actually am broke because all my savings is for scuba diving. So, but I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it. I'm such an idiot, I don't know what I'm doing, I'm just talking shit. Such an idiot. Okay, also today I've been doing little mini vlogs for TikTok and Instagram, so that's exciting. Also YouTube, probably, I'll probably put it on YouTube as well. Not this YouTube channel, but my other one, CherrytheDerg, whereas this is CherrytheDerg Talks, because I'm talking to a camera. Kind of like I do when I stream, but there's no one there to say shit or sub or anything. And then it's just me talking to a fucking screen. It's like, hello, my face. It's nice to see you, my face. I've also been watching, today I've been watching, what's it called? I keep forgetting. Lord of the Flies. I do like Lord of the Flies. This is my first time watching it, even though in high school in the UK, some people read Lord of the Flies for the education, GCSE, if you don't know, the education system. We did not. I'm surprised that we didn't, because some people do. I didn't learn it at all. I learned Macbeth, Romeo and Juliet, we read that. I read The Inspector Calls and Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. And I had to do Macbeth, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, and The Inspector Calls for my GCSE exams. So, yeah. And also COVID fucked that up as well. So, we didn't do, like, the proper full-on exam. It was mainly just... We had to do certain exams, but certain stuff got taken off, certain stuff was reduced. Yeah, it wasn't proper exam conditions, because we didn't have to put our bags in the thing. Our bags was just at the back, and we just did it more separated out, and there was a lot more, exam periods, and yeah. We basically did it, then we went home, and then we went back, and yeah, certain people did certain different papers because of us having to be more spread out because of COVID. So when the sports hall could have fit, 100 of us, or however much it could fit, we had to split it and only put in half or 3/4. So we had to do that, or some people even had to go into the cafeteria. They moved the tables, put in desks in there, and there was a lot of exams happening, and other years weren't there, I'm pretty sure, from what I can remember. I could be wrong, though. I was mainly in the sports hall, though, so yeah. I know that some of the exams were taken off, so instead of having to do, 3 science exams, we only did 2. For each, that is chemistry, biology, and physics. We only did 2, when I'm pretty sure there was at least one of them where we had to do 3, because some of the actual content got taken off because we didn't actually learn it. Or if we did learn it, it was more of online, and online's kind of annoying. So some people, they couldn't get on. Some people, the teachers couldn't get on, so some people had learned it, some people did not. So it was very, very difficult. So they just took off that stuff because it was going to be an unfair advantage for some people. Because technology is kind of shit. Especially when we had to do stuff online. But, yeah. But, honestly, it didn't really affect me. I'm in university now doing marine biology, and I'm really happy about it. It's 3:30 today. That means my podcast should have gone up 30 minutes ago. I uploaded my podcast I did 2 separate videos of half the podcast, and I think I've uploaded the full podcast of University Tips, the full 35 minutes or however long it is. So I scheduled that for 3 p.m, which I normally schedule it for 3 p.m. anyway. Whenever I do anything, it's always scheduled for 3 p.m. for some reason. But yeah, and this is probably going to be scheduled for 3 p.m. tomorrow or something, I don't know. Also, I'm hoping to do some more mini vlogs for TikTok and Insta and YouTube Shorts this week of classes. So, if you want to see that, subscribe to my other YouTube, go follow my TikTok, go follow my Instagram. I'd really appreciate it. And also, if you want to check out my streams, I stream Thursday, Friday, and Sunday. Go check that out too. Anyway, I'm going to end this here, I think, because I don't really know what else to talk about. So you've gotten a 30-minute podcast. We love it. I don't know what to say, but yeah, okay. Thank you for watching, and keep an eye out for all the other stuff that I'm going to do. Love ya.